Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, Stan Grant has stepped down from his role on Q&A. Stan Grant has had a 40-year career in the media in Australia, so I grew up watching Stan Grant. I had no idea he was Aboriginal. When I was a little kid, I remember and teenagers looking at him just thinking, oh, he's a handsome man. Didn't know I was gay then. And I just liked to look at him. I didn't even know. It was only recently when I saw him on something, I thought, oh, Stan's got a little bit older. He's got some grey. He's looking quite tanned. And then I found out, oh, he's Aboriginal. Like, really? How did that never get mentioned? Because there's a fair amount of racism. I'm surprised I never heard anyone criticise or comment on his being Aboriginal the whole time I was growing up. But then he started to get some attention because I guess he was being outspoken about Aboriginal issues. I don't watch the ABC because, unfortunately, the people in my building, the landlord or slumlord, whatever you want to call him, won't fix the antenna. It went weird late last year, and I haven't been able to get ABC since then. So I haven't been watching it regularly, and I did used to watch it fairly regularly. And when the whole coronation, I think it was the coronation of Prince Charles was happening, he was criticising the royal family for their history, which I don't disagree with, but I'm not quite sure it was appropriate for that show, because obviously people are tuning in because they want to see the coronation because they like the royals and they don't want to hear all the legitimate criticism of them, which may be totally legitimate, but I just felt like it was out of place. I didn't watch it though, so I just had to go on the criticism. I thought, well, I agree with him, but he probably should have just said that in a report about it, not actually in the thing, if that's what he did. I wasn't sure because I didn't see it. But I respected Stan Grant because he... I don't know how you can be Aboriginal in a country with so much racism and not comment on it. And that seemed to be what he was being criticised for, commenting on it. So he said a little goodbye. It's on YouTube and that, and I watched that, and you could see he was shaking, and he's very emotional, and he's gotten a lot of threats from people, and there are a lot of hardcore, serious, scary racists in this country. As a gay person, I've gotten a lot of homophobia and some threats in my life. My life's been endangered a few times, and that's just being a white gay person. So I don't really know what it's like to be black in this country. So yeah, I'm like, people who are criticising him who aren't Aboriginal should just, shut up. But yeah, he's basically saying I had to step away because I couldn't see if I was part of the problem. And I respect that because I think he was kind of getting into that fight and he had a bit of an agenda going into things and sort of misusing his platform a little bit in that, so I think maybe he does maybe need to take a bit of a break and focus on, where he wants to put what criticism, what he wants to do on what show. And if you're going to be a host of a show, you sort of have to be professional. It depends on what you're being hired for. If you're being hired for social commentary and that's what they want in everything, but if that's not what they want and that's your own issues coming up, it just depends on what show he's going to be on next, what the intention is, who the intended audience is. He'll be back, but I don't know. I just thought it was worth commenting on, because I don't think he did anything wrong, but and I want to say you need to be objective and not get caught up on the past and be bringing up old things, but those things haven't been resolved, so it's very hard not to. So I kind of understand what was happening with him, but at the same time it's like, so hope he's not away too long. I hope the threats to his family stop. That's just, I mean, his final sort of word was, I'm going to try and come at these people with love, and that's what my people believe in, and I'm going to represent that. Obviously not hate. So it was a good final sort of speech for his show. I just hope he comes back soon, and I just really wish we could deal with our racism in this country. people who act like it doesn't exist are either keeping their head in the sand because they don't want to deal with it, or they're actually just trying to help it by minimizing it, and neither is good. But yeah, so I just want to comment on the Stan Grant thing because I had some thoughts about it, and I like to talk about stuff. But yeah, I love Stan Grant. I'll miss him if he stays away for a long time. But yeah, he needs to find his center again. I think he was getting a bit unbalanced, and I can sympathize because, you know, everything. But I'm gonna go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.